it's not that the sound is not even coming out at all. That would be so insane. Like I do a live for like 15 minutes and no sound is coming out. So we're just here Sunday night and we're getting things ready for the channel for the week. I did say that I want to do a lot of things differently on the channel. That is true. I look like a mess right now. I've been in and out doing a ton of errands all weekend, just getting ready for the week. And really, I went to buy a couple of things at Spirit Halloween. They did have like a huge like sale because it's the end of Halloween spooky season. So I bought a couple of things for a film we're working on and things like that. So very excited to talk more about that pretty soon. But in the meantime, we're just here to talk about Wicked. We're about to talk about Gladiator 2. Two movies we're about to watch in the next 2 weeks that I'm excited about, and I'm definitely ready to talk more because that is definitely a pair of movies that I think is going to do amazing at the box office. Always happy to see the box office doing great, but today was a long day, honestly. Like, I went around, did some errands, groceries, things like that, essentials for the household. And now we're back and we're working right now on what we want to do for the channel going forward. The channel has grown really good over the year, and we've been getting a ton of new experiences and opportunities, and we want to keep pushing forward, talking more about movies and raising the quality of the videos, which haven't been the greatest. My apologies for that. I've definitely been juggling a lot of things, and I do want to get back to making things a lot better on the channel. So that will be something I'm going to be changing pretty soon on the channel. So stay tuned for that, especially starting tomorrow. I'm going to be having a better quality to everything. We're going to be doing more live streams. That's another thing I do want to get back to. I used to do a live stream around lunchtime and all of that, but maybe we'll do a live stream at the end of the day, sort of recap everything we've talked about on our website and all of that. But we're here to talk about Wicked and Gladiator 2, two movies that I will be seeing in the next 2 weeks. Wicked I will actually be seeing in 2 Sundays from now, and then Gladiator will be seeing it not this Tuesday but next Tuesday, and I am so excited for both. So we'll talk about Gladiator 2 first, which has just been getting some great reviews, and I'm excited to see what exactly Paul Mescal as well as everybody involved in here, Denzel, and you also have Pedro Pascal, have been able to conjure up, right? Because a lot of the great reception that it's getting is about the acting, specifically from Denzel Washington, who apparently is a powerhouse in the movie, but also Paul Mescal, who just has been on a great run as of late. And I'm excited to see what Paul is able to bring to this role that he has here. And I know a lot of people feel some type of way about Ridley Scott and his latest work. I am excited to see what Ridley Scott does. I feel like he is now able to do exactly what he's always wanted to do. And so I'm excited for that. So I'm going to run a quick little poll here about which movie you're most excited for, if it's Wicked or if it's Gladiator 2, which are the big movies of the month for sure. And I'm very curious to see how they will do at the box office. I feel like Wicked's going to do crazy numbers, but I feel like Gladiator 2, I wouldn't put it like not to do well. So I'm going to put the poll here. Let's see what people have to say. And also have like a poll on the community up there about which was your favorite horror movie and all of that. So make sure you go over there. We're going to do a video on that actually tomorrow. So let's do this poll, and I'm curious. Forward to the most. I'm trying to do a lot of different things on the channel soon. So yeah. So we got the poll up, and I'm very curious to know what everybody thinks for sure. So like I said, I think that we definitely are getting some pretty interesting stuff. Okay, so that's for the mic and all that. I'm getting new, I'm like trying to figure out the new live system here for YouTube. So I just been pressing a lot of different buttons here and trying to figure out how everything really works. So, okay, so that's to pin stuff right there. That's the poll we had right there. Okay, so I'm just trying to see how to do all of this. Let's see, all messages. Okay, so now we have a live chat right there. So maybe I didn't turn that on last time. So the next one we have here, some filters. Let's see, ooh, all these filters make me look a little different. Okay, just trying out things here. We're just trying to get these things ready and to go, so it's better. And I think that other button's the clip. Okay, enough blabbering, right? So, like I said, Gladiator 2, I think, is going to be a pretty great movie. I feel like it's going to be one of those movies that does well in the first weekend, and then it's going to get some great word of mouth. Everybody who's seen it so far is claiming it's amazing, so I'm excited about that. I know Ridley Scott's latest films haven't really captivated a lot of people. I still need to watch The Last Duel and House of Gucci. I haven't watched those two, but I've heard so many great things about them and some not so great things about House of Gucci too, but I definitely do want to catch that and just prepare myself to get into late Ridley Scott films, right? And Wicked, I don't know anything about Wicked. I've never watched the music or anything like that. I've heard it's great from so many people who watched it live. And I do know it has to do like being a prequel to The Wizard of Oz and all of that, which I've watched numerous times before. And I'm very curious about it. The trailer always captivates me. I think the cast here is great as well. They're all phenomenal singers here. And I'm very, very curious about it because I don't think there's been a screening that hasn't been for influencers. Like all the screenings have been for influencers and all of that. And word of mouth from those screenings is that it's great, right? So I'm just there, just listening to this, but I want to see it already. And I will be watching it in 2 weeks, actually, on the 17th. And I'm curious how that's going to be because so many people have said it's so great and it's amazing and all of that, but we shall see. We shall see what it is. So we're just mainly here talking about that, and I running a poll. I'm just trying to get like sort of accustomed to live streams now. That's a thing I want to start doing every day is these live streams. And now YouTube has vertical live streams, which were a thing on TikTok. And I used to do them on TikTok before, but now I'm doing them on YouTube. And I'm curious to see the difference and things like that. So we're using a mic this time. So hopefully this sounds good and hopefully you can hear me. If you can't hear me, then this is all just a waste that I'm doing. But we learn, we learn. But yeah, Wicked comes out, then Gladiator 2 comes out. I'm trying to think what else comes out. I know that we do have Juror Number 2 out right now, which is an insane thing because Juror Number 2 is only playing like 50 theaters all across the nation. And it's like insane because I was not able to catch this. It's not playing anywhere near me. And there's my light right there. I got to make sure I get my light fixed next time. But yeah, it's crazy. Juror Number 2 is playing in just like 50 feet theaters. And I wasn't able to watch it. I think it's going to be streaming on Max probably in a couple of weeks. And it's just crazy because I've just been hearing so many great things about it. Like I hear it's just a great movie to watch. And I'm very sad that we can't watch it until it comes on streaming. But I'm curious, is it playing anywhere near you? Let me know. But it is one of those movies I sadly will not be able to watch until it's streaming. And it is just a latest move from Warner Bros. And HBO that I don't understand. I think it would have done a pretty decent at the box office, especially because not much is playing right now like that, really. I think everything that was playing was like Venom and like all these other movies. And I think Juror Number 2 was just in its own category where it would have done good with its own audience, but now we won't be able to see it until it's streaming, and we'll see what it is. And yes, that's the dog right there. But yeah, I'm very bummed that Juror Number 2 wasn't able to get a wider release because I think it's one of those movies that would have done well at the box office, honestly. And we shall see once it goes to streaming if it does well or not, but we shall see. We shall see. And then Gladiator 2, of course, is coming out next weekend. And then you have Wicked, just in time for Thanksgiving. I think during Thanksgiving, you see a lot of people flock to the theaters, just like they do for Christmas Day, which is great. I think Nosferatu will be one of those films that does great during Christmas Day because a lot of people want to sort of get out from the norm of what they're doing. And what better norm from Christmas Day than vampires, right? So I think that those movies do well, and Thanksgiving as well, another one of those when the whole family can go out and enjoy like Wicked or Gladiator. Like that's a good differentiator, right? Like if you don't want to see something like Wicked, we can just watch Gladiator and the family can split and watch both movies. And I think that's why they're going to do so well and complement each other so well as well. And a lot of people were wondering, is this the Oppenheimer Barbie for 2024, right? Gladiator and Wicked, is that the Barbenheimer of 2024? I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it happening like that. I definitely do think that both movies will complement each other so well because they're so vastly different. But at the same time, they are sort of like films that I think everybody would want to watch, right? You have the legacy that both hold. Gladiator 2, of course, being Gladiator's legacy, which is a movie that's so crucial and the crux to our like whole pop culture. And then you have Wicked, which of course is a huge musical. It's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, which was one of the biggest, if not the biggest movies of all time. I think that movie is known by everybody. And so you have those two factors, plus you have these big stars in each one, Denzel, Paul Mescal, which is like, I'm not trying to say they're both on the same level, but they both are like within each other's groups. They're pretty big as known like that. And then on the other side, you do have Ariana Grande and you have Cynthia. And so it's a pretty good mesh of great actors throughout. A big phenomenon from both of them, with of course Wicked being the prequel to The Wizard of Oz, and just a ton of things here. So I'm very curious how they're gonna do. There's been a lot of talk about Wicked opening over 150 million at the box office, possibly seeing it go to a billion. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. And I'm also curious about how Gladiator 2 does, because I don't remember how well the other Gladiator movie did. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to make a whole video about this week as well, so stay tuned for that. But I'm definitely excited to watch both movies. I will have my reaction and my review on it. I just want to hop on the live stream, just test it out, because I did it yesterday or 2 days ago, the live stream. I didn't have the mic, so I'm going to see how it sounds with the mic. I am planning more things this week for the channel, so stay tuned. But if you tuned in, thank you. This was a very chaotic live stream with the dog and everything going on, and then with the light going off. This week, we will get things in tune. But thank you if you're watching this. Please subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. We talk movies all day, every day. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe and stay positive, y'all.